Cause is a group that has been exposing them, and they said, hey, listen, you know what? Why are these guys considered a nonprofit organization where they're tax exempt? That's crazy. This is obviously a political group that does lobbying. In the midst of replying to one of these stories, the ALEC people said, no, 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 our members do lobbying. The organization doesn't do lobbying. In other words, everyone in the organization does lobbying, but the organization itself doesn't, which is a gigantic joke. All right, well, let me give you Bob Edgar, the president of Common Cause, in filing this with the IRS saying, hey, you have to look into their status. He said, meaning ALEC, tells the IRS in its tax returns that it does no lobbying, yet it exists to pass profit-driven legislation in state houses all over the country that benefit its corporate members. What is that? Well, that's lobbying. Of course it's lobbying, right? Well, Steve Moore is the founder of the Club for Growth. They, of course, want tax cuts for every rich person in the country and for corporations. And he's also, I love this, a scholar for ALEC. Oh, is he? So now he's all, wound up. Oh my God, can they do this to ALEC? Go ahead.
Smear campaign, Mary, make no doubt about it. I don't really believe this is about, the opposition to voter ID laws. I think what this is really about is the unions and other left-wing organizations are so concerned about how successful ALEC has been in getting legislation passed on economic issues. They're calling ALEC a racist organization, so the companies will withdraw, they'll lose their financial support, and they won't be able to support free market ideas.
In other words, why are you telling them what we do? All right, well, the New York Times had a huge article about this. By the way, The Nation had an article about it a year ago, but it's nice of the New York Times to catch up. But they did a very good job with this. Let me show you one of the quotes now. Best investment you could possibly make. And buy they do. And here is what those politicians get for it. Later in the New York Times article, it's explained. Spending $250,000 on child care alone for these politicians' retreats. So they get campaign contributions, they get great jobs afterwards, they get these corporate retreats. That's why they sell out to these corporations. That's why they hate it when we expose them. And then the final joke is ALEC says, hey, you know what? No, we're totally nonpartisan. Well, that's interesting because nonpartisan. Only 103 out of the 104 were Republicans. Oh, I see. Okay, so should they have their tax-exempt status revoked? Say it with me. Of course they should.